Hello everyone, once again my name is Abe. I've had the chance to speak to you guys a few times today and I just want to emphasize a few things before I go, since I will be leaving New Frontier sadly early tomorrow morning, but I'm sure I will be back at some point. I've had a great time today. I hope you guys have too. I think it's been a very impactful and important day. I especially think our time spent sorting food and clothing was particularly meaningful, and I just want to emphasize a few things before I go. A few trips that I think would be of interest, and just to tell you a little bit more about them so that you can go home, talk to your parents, and that if you are interested, you can talk to Sarah, talk to any of your board members about how to get in touch with me so you can find out more information. For those 8th graders in the room, we have one trip option. This is anyone who's currently in 8th grade, called USY on Wheels East, which is a chance to spend 4 weeks traveling up and down the East Coast. The trip starts in New Jersey and it goes up to Boston, Toronto, down to Cleveland, Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, and back through DC and Philly. It's a really, really incredible program. People say, and I think some of our friends in the room, namely Daniel Vivian and Raymond Levinson, would agree that the time spent on the bus is probably the best part, even though you get to see all these incredible places, that we get to go around on a bus and build a Jewish community. And then when you come in to be in high school, we have our USY on Wheels Classic program, which goes around the country for 6.5 weeks. Some of our drives there are a little bit longer. We get to spend Shabbat in places like Montana or South Dakota, Texas, Chicago, all these other places, and it's a really incredible way to get to experience the country. We also get to come through San Francisco, and we were very excited to have home hospitality, which is where our congregations open up their physical spaces. We have a meal usually, and then you get to stay with local synagogue members. We did home hospitality last summer at Mosaic Law, at Peninsula Sinai, at Sinai San Jose, and also at B'nai Shalom in Walnut Creek. And so we're very excited to be able to show off our Bay Area New Frontier chapters to the rest of the USY world. And Daniel was saying a few nights ago that home hospitality is one of the best parts of Wheels because everyone just puts out all this food and you get to eat all of it.
Who does not love free food from like a stranger? That makes me feel so much better. How many do you? Can I say that better? Okay. So anyway, Okay, so for home hospitality, So for home hospitality, you get to be with like 1 to 3 to 4 other friends. A lot of times, you could have a really cool house, and so also the people are very nice. They're feel free to parade through our fridge and eat anything you want, which for regular when you don't have when you're in a hotel you don't really get that option. So yeah, that's part of the reason it's fun.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome to have the food. They literally one time they're just do you want ice cream? And it's just we got free ice cream. It was really awesome. Another time in Cleveland they actually took us out for ice cream. Anyways, it's also cool to because when you're in the home hospitality, in addition to the hotel room, you get to bond with your roommates even more because you don't have your other ones right next door to you. So you really get to get closer with those roommates, and you get to really know the area and the people in the area. And it's honestly some of the best part of Wheels is staying in home hospitality. So
that's great. Thank you to our Wheels alumni in the room. Another trip we have is USY on Wheels Pacific Northwest, which is a fantastic opportunity to start in Seattle. We do a 1-week cruise to Alaska. And then we come down, we go to Vancouver, Portland, Crater Lake, and then down to LA to meet the rest of the buses for the end of the trip. This is a very unique opportunity. This is a trip that we sort of relaunched 2 years ago. It is a fantastic, fantastic program. You have someone you can talk to all about it right here. And that's another cool experience. Additionally, if we're looking for something more like today, we have 3 programs I just want to emphasize. One is called Litakin Olam. This is a 4-week Israel program, which is very much like our Israel Adventure basic Israel program, but you get to do community service, social action, community building in a lot of the places that you go. It's a really, really fantastic trip. There is a great video, which we'll try to get emailed out to you, made by Melanie Ross, who's an alum of the program in 2013. She was the SETA Vice President for Far West USY, and it just shows a lot of the projects, and I think that for those of you who really enjoyed today, it's really a perfect fit. Additionally, we have 2 brand new programs. We ran them both last year with 10 people, and we're looking to get them to be even bigger this summer. One is called TVNU USY Building Justice. TVNU is a Jewish organization in Portland, Oregon, that does a lot of very literal community building. They build houses, they learn about the impact of social justice and environmentalism. I'm excited. I'm actually continuing my tour of the US, and I'm going to be seeing their facilities this coming Wednesday when I'm in Portland. This is a 3-week program, so for those of you who might go to camp for second session or have a summer job or anything, it's a really great opportunity. It doesn't travel around the same way. We'll spend Shabbat probably camping in the woods near Portland, a little bit outside of it, but it's another really, really cool option for high schoolers. Additionally, we have USY's Mission to Cuba, which is a 1-week trip that starts in Miami, and they go to Cuba for 1 week and get to see the rich Jewish history of Cuba. And while a lot of you may have heard that there are new diplomatic relations with Cuba, the only way to go there still is as an educational mission. And so this is a great chance also to be doing some community service and really helping to enrich the local community. For those of you considering any other Israel trips, we have opportunities to go to Poland, which are rapidly filling up. And you can talk to Jenny about that. She'll be thrilled to tell you more about that. We also have the chance to go to Italy for 1 week, which is very exciting before you go to Israel. And we also we're relaunching our Israel Adventure Plus program, which did not run last year, which often, as its 5th week in Israel, has a Gadna Israeli army training simulation. This year we're offering that and a 4-day photography workshop in Tel Aviv. So a lot of really, really cool options. If any of you don't know what you're doing for this summer, I also know that there are a few of you in the room who've already told me that you're going on pilgrimage next summer. Don't forget about us. There's a lot of great opportunities. But please talk to Jenny, talk to Raina, talk to Daniel, talk to anybody else in the room. Who did I miss? Who's here? Oh, yes, of course, Natalie. And, talk to Sarah. She can tell you all about these programs. And I know that Aria went on pilgrimage, a few years ago. So there are just really, really great opportunities. And your experiences here, your experiences at IAS, your experience at Falkiness, and at IC, they don't have to end at just that. There's a lot of great opportunities. So I'm still here for another hour or two. Talk to me if you want. I'll take down your information. I'll send your parents more, information if you want to convince them. But again, this is a really, really great opportunity to expand your USY experience. So thank you for having me with you guys, and look out for more information about USY Summer Programs. Oh, and talk to Aaron Plumer as well. He can tell you about what it's like to sign up for pilgrimage on June 19th and still get to go.